Hi, my name's Cade, and you can find me on pretty much every social networking site there is. MySpace, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I like to stay connected. I also like long walks on the beach, orange popsicles, and really good mixtapes, so you should private message me. Let's make a love connection. Hello, it is Friday, and I turned my screen off so you guys won't be distracted. You just have to look at my pretty face. And we're talking about the interwebs, which I'm really excited about. I am going on a trip to San Antonio this weekend, so this video is going to be a little short because I'm a lot late and haven't packed, and I'm just now making my video, and it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon, so we're going to get it out. The first question is online dating, good or bad? Okay, my experience with the internet is an extensive one. I do like to stay connected, and I like, checking out all the different sites and meeting new people and finding people that have the same interests as me. But I have to admit, in high school, online dating scared me. Because everything you hear about dating someone that you don't know and you're meeting through the computer screen is a bad thing, right? Because you think that there's some 20-year-old attractive girl and they're really some 55-year-old really unattractive stalkerish male. So that part's a little scary.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
The first time that I actually even considered it was through YouTube, because I don't know why, but I felt like people making videos and posting them from the comforts of their own home or school or life and sort of shedding light into their own personal life made them more vulnerable and real. Like, I could somehow trust the videos that they're making more than the statistics that someone posts on MySpace. So what's funny to me is that the different social networking sites have different levels of justification depending on who you're talking to, right? So like Facebook is, generally speaking, more legit than MySpace, and YouTube is getting to be on the same level, but every opinion's different, right? Everyone views them differently. I mean, after all, without the internet we wouldn't have the beaverbunch, right? So there's got to be some good in all of this, because we wouldn't have met, all of us wouldn't have gotten together, Michelle wouldn't have created this site, and then there wouldn't be viewers like you watching. So I think the internet has its positives. You just have to be careful. Careful what you wish for. I like that social networking sites give a better outlet to a million different possibilities and types of people. I really like being able to go online or go on YouTube or go on Facebook and meet a friend of a friend that I wouldn't necessarily have the opportunity to meet otherwise. Or that I could talk to someone about an interest that lives in a different part of the world. That I can get their perspective on it without having to go there. I think that's a good thing. I think that I use the sites more for friendship than I do for romance, mostly because there are so many different things about someone that you can't tell through the internet. Which brings me to the third question. Do you think that it's a bad thing? Do you think that knowing too much about someone before you meet them is a bad thing? Here's what I think. I think it depends on what you know about them and how you found it out. Because if you MySpace stalked them and have their entire bio memorized and you use it every chance you get, and when you meet them those are the only things that you talk about, then I think that might be knowing too much as a bad thing. But if, say, you meet someone that has a similar interest on YouTube and you end up private messaging back and forth and you find out that you guys have a lot of the same interests and you start talking and then you decide to meet, I don't think that knowing those things that you talked about ahead of time is a bad thing. If it's a mutual knowing, if it's a conversational knowing, then I don't think it's a bad thing. But a one-sided information, I think, can be a bad thing. There's something about meeting someone in person that you can't replace with any other sort of impersonal interaction, you know? When you meet them for the first time, whether you shake hands or whether they give you a hug, you know, their facial expressions. And when you're talking to someone, if they're bored, you can tell the look on their face. If they're a good conversationalist, if they're witty, you know, what they laugh like. If you have physical chemistry, you know, if there's a sort of atmosphere around the two of you that means that you're gonna hit it off great. Just things like this you can't possibly tell through the internet. And the things that you can tell, whether you have a lot in common or if you guys can talk to each other or how open and honest they are, these things are good things too. But I feel like you need an entire package to be able to date them. So maybe you supplement, you know, maybe you find out everything that you can by talking to them online and then you meet them in person once you feel comfortable about it. But that meeting in person is definitely something that can't be replaced. I don't know. I don't know. I think that meeting people online comes with its risks and it comes with its benefits, and as long as you're smart about it, why not, you know? It's just like meeting someone at a bar or a coffee shop or, you know, somewhere public. It's a public domain and it's there for you, but you just have to be smart about what you do with it, you know? Don't meet someone, talk to them once and show up at their house, or, you know, have them invite you over, and if you feel sketchy, most people have a gut feeling. If your gut feeling is that it's not a good thing, don't go with it. Meet them in a public place. Hang out with friends. Find people that you both know or things that you're both interested in. Do a group activity together. And then maybe it goes somewhere, you know? I mean, I just drove halfway across the country to hang out with people that I had never met in person, that I met through the interwebs. But I met them through people that I trust, and I talked to them enough to know that they were legit and that they were my friends, or that they could be better friends. So, you know, I had a good gut feeling about it. So I say go with your gut. Because for the most part, the internet's for entertainment, right? It's for entertainment and information. That's what we use it for. And if we just happen to meet some good people in the process, I think it's a benefit. It's gorgeous outside. Absolutely gorgeous. So I hope you all do something outside today. Whether it's read a book or take a nap or play sports or just take a drive, which I'm about to do. So I hope you have a great week. Don't forget to check Michelle's After Ellen show. She's doing fantastic and we're so proud of her. And I'll see you guys next week. Adios.